Alright, what up guys? It's me, GamerGuyTV here, and welcome back to another Christmas episode. Now today is Christmas Eve, which means tomorrow is Christmas. So, before you get all worried about another texture pack review, because the other one wasn't that great, another mod review, sorry, because the other one wasn't that great. Don't worry, this one's better. It's a better version of Minecraft. It's a newer version, and I've had this mod for a good. I haven't had the mod for years, but I've used the mod for years. I've got experience with it, and I'm excited to show it to you guys. So a couple things before we actually get into today's video. First of all, you'll notice that Minecraft looks a little bit different. This is not the normal look of it. And that is because I've put on sort of like a Christmassy texture pack, for Christmas. I tried to do that for the other one. It didn't work. So I did this. Hopefully it's good enough. And second of all, there are some crafting recipes that I need to show. So it's going to take a little bit of shifting windows because I don't exactly have the best system for this. But I have the page to download Fairy Lights mod open on my computer so that when we need to go and look at the crafting recipes for these, we have them. So for the first thing that we are going to do, we are going to look at the Jack-o'-lantern. Now, here is the crafting recipe. It's this one right here. Hopefully you guys can see my cursor. Mind you, on the crafting recipes here, it shows excuse me. It shows them all as red, but they can be replaced with any color as we saw in the game, and I forgot to transition. Okay. My apologies for that. This is the crafting recipe for the Jack-o'-lantern. As I was saying before, it'll make more sense now. These recipes are not only restricted to red, these can be replaced with any color of dye to make any color of Jack-o'-lantern. Also, I apologize that there's no stream overlay. This was pre-recorded, and quite honestly, my system before didn't work, so I just needed to throw something together. So we are going to take a look at magenta, blue. Ooh, that was wrong window. We are going to take a look at the magenta ones, or at magenta, blue, and green. So, magenta, blue, and green. So, these are all nice little jack-o'-lanterns, and if I want, we can set the time to night so that we can see the effect of these jack-o'-lanterns, and they are actually melting the snow. I also went for snow because it's like wintry per se. So that is what the jack-o'-lanterns look like. Now, the next thing that we have got would be, and mind you, I'm going off of icons here, would be the witch hat. So we are also going to take a look at blue, magenta, if I can get to it, blue, magenta, and green. These are just going to be the three colors of everything that we look at. So that's what the witch's hat looks like. These are all pretty basic. They're all just models in different colors with a little bit of an outer glow. Oh, and I totally forgot to show you guys. The crafting recipe is this one right here. Again, hopefully you guys can see my cursor. That is the crafting recipe, and again, this applies to all of these. The red dyes can be replaced with any color. It could be blue, it could be orange, it could be anything. So heading back over to Minecraft for our next one, we've got the traditional fairy light. So we're going to look at red, green, and lime because those were the three that I picked up. And we're going to hang these here. So these are the traditional fairy lights. You can make like patterns and stuff. So yeah, that is what those look like. And I'm totally acknowledging that this system for showing you guys the crafting recipe isn't the best. Hopefully next year, if we do something like this, I'll actually have the editing skills in After Effects to be able to do this. But yeah, so this right here is the crafting recipe for the fairy light. Now our next one, I don't know what it's called. I'll just do the crafting for it later. So scrolling back down till I find it. The Starlights. So we're only going to take a look at blue, and I'm going to try and refine this system a little bit and grab a bunch of our next, and grab a bunch of our next lights so that so that I don't have to keep switching and we can maybe be a little bit more effective. So as you guys can see, this mod has a lot to offer. So in terms of the Starlight, that is what the Starlight looks like. Again, kind of like our Witch's Light and the Jack-o'-lantern light. It's the same basic shape, just with a little bit of an outer glow, and it does give off light. So that is what that looks like. And now, if we go over to here to look at the crafting recipe, we can see that it is, that this is the crafting recipe. Again, red can be substituted with any color. It could be orange, blue, green. This is just the recipe showing red. So next up, we have the skull light. Again, looks like a skull with some glow around it. All of these are pretty much going to look the same. I'm just trying to go over every single thing because the last mod review didn't really have a lot to offer. So this is the crafting recipe for the skull light. Right here. Alright, next up, we've got the ghost light, and I will just show you guys the crafting recipe for it right now. It is the one to the left of the skull light. This link should be in the description. It might not be. Worst case, all you have to do is Google Fairy Lights mod, and it will take you to this page, so that if you guys are confused on the crafting recipes, you guys can take a look at them as well. the ghost one actually does look kind of cool. So that is what the ghost light looks like, and we already saw the crafting recipe for that. So our next one is the Oriole light. It is a very simple lantern. Very simple. Pretty much elementary. Just normal lantern. You could obviously color it differently. Right here is the crafting recipe. My cursor is circling it like normal. And up next, oh man, that's a lot. Up next, we have the snowflake light, which, this is the crafting recipe. And let's get over to doing that. That is big, and that actually looks pretty darn cool. So, as you guys saw, there is a lot more crafting that has to go on to be able to show all of these. I'm just going to confirm this, but it looks like the lantern light, the other stuff would just be the lantern light, the pendants. I'm not gonna show the crafting recipe for. Oh, and you can turn them on and off by that. That's cool. I don't even know how the heck you use the pendants. So, but for the, oh, that's how you do it. And you can do things like that, too. Put one there, 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 there. Like that. So, for the interest of time, seeing as we are already at 12 minutes, we are just going to get straight into the hanging lights. Now we're going to grab a couple of blue and green, and if I look, these can only be crafted. You can make split lights. So I'm going to grab us a crafting table, and I'm going to grab us iron ingots. And some, is it wire? Nope. We'll figure it out. Hopefully. String. It's honestly sad that I forgot what that was called. And we're gonna need 2 iron ingots. And then we just need some light bulbs. There's also meteor lights too. I'm not gonna go over all of them, just due to the interest of time. If I went through all of them, we would be here all day. So I'm going to make a green, lime, and white chain of fairy lights. Watch me not be able to do this. So ingot, white fairy light string, white and green. There we go. So that is how you combine fairy lights. Now I'm setting the time to night again, and we are actually going to go over to the other side here where it is nice and dark and hang some wonderful fairy lights. Look at this. It's the traditional fairy light that we saw earlier, but it is all strung together now. So that is how you do that. And then if you guys are curious as to what the strand with multiple colors looks like, that's a horrible example. That is what it looks like. It is multiple color lights all strung together. So with that, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you're new, subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and I will hopefully see you guys in tomorrow's Christmas Day special. See you guys later.